हेलो फ्रेंड्स, पिछले वीडियो में हमने प्रीलिम्स 2024 के स्टेट बी क्वेश्चन पेपर के 45 क्वेश्चंस तक डिस्कस कर लिए थे। अब नेक्स्ट इस वीडियो में हम आगे के क्वेश्चंस को डिस्कस करेंगे। सो या विदाउट वेस्टिंग टाइम लेट्स स्टार्ट। सो क्वेश्चन नंबर 46 says which one of the following is the correct description of 100 million farmers. Okay, so option 1 says it is the platform for accelerating the transition towards food and water systems, okay, that are net zero carbon, nature positive, that aims to increase farmers' resilience. Okay, so it seems possible, right? I have also marked here it's like maybe that there is a possibility, right? Further, it says option B says it is international alliance, okay, network of individuals and forming interested in supporting and strengthening development of organic animal husbandry. Okay, so here I in the example I marked it is correct. Okay, the reason was this key, like even in the agriculture itself there is not that much organic we have been able to do, right? Only the Sikkim is the first Indian state to become fully organic state, right? So how like that note is for my opinion it was not correct. So yeah, I was correct in this respect. Question number C says, statement C says it's the digital platform fully integrated with service providers built on the blockchain and let buyers and sellers and third parties trade fertilizers quickly and securely. अब ये ब्लॉकचेन वगैरह फार्मर्स का अगर आपको पता हो तो इन सब चीजों में नहीं है फार्मर्स, राइट? लाइक तो उसको मैंने क्रॉस कर दिया पहले। ऑप्शन डी सेज इट इज द प्लेटफॉर्म विच विद द मिशन ऑफ encouraging farmers to form farm product organization जो FPOs होते हैं और एग्री बिजनेस कस्टोरी में जस्ट फैसिलिटेटिंग द एक्सेस टू ग्लोबल ओपन मार्केट्स टू सेल देयर प्रोडक्ट्स। सो यहाँ पे मुझे लगा कि हाँ दैट कैन बी द पॉसिबल, राइट? कि इंडियन गवर्नमेंट आल्सो stressing much upon farmer producer product organization might be okay. So yeah, that's strikes over the farmers empowerment, right? So yeah, maybe it's the option. So I was little bit confused ki ki in option wait a second. Okay, yeah, I was confused in statement 1 and D. Okay, and so I marked I don't know like how I marked statement D is correct, but I was incorrect. Statement A is correct. Okay, so it's the platform for accelerating transition to food and water systems that are net zero carbon, nature positive, and that aims to increase farmer resilience. Okay, so yeah, that's the correct. Okay, move forward. Question number 47 says consider the following. How many above are considered distributed energy resources? Distributed energy resources. Okay. The statements like the battery storage, biomass generators, fuel cells, rooftop photovoltaic units. Okay. So I thought like distributed energy resources means to my mind like electricity. So it's like a complete chain, right? There is production, then there is distribution, right? So battery storage, it is individualistic and distributed, right? Okay. Biomass generators, you can generate electricity and energy through biomass. Okay. Fuel cells, the same applies with them. Rooftop solar photovoltaic, this is a solar energy we are talking about. If there would be further option like wind energy, that was also the part of distributed energy resources. The option I marked option 4 like D is all 4. That was correct. I was correct. Okay, so yeah, it's not that much big deal. It's very easy to understand, right? Further, question 48 says which of the following shows a unique relationship with the insect, okay, that is co-evolved, okay, with it, and that is the only insect that can pollinate this tree. So it's saying which which is that tree which only can be pollinated with the insect. Okay, so there are three trees. Okay, so fig, mahua, sandalwood, and silk cotton. Okay, so I was like little bit confused with respect to fig and mahua. I was like very sure ki mahua can pollinate by itself, like with the help of birds itself. Okay, you need only seeds, right? Sandalwood, the same applies with sandalwood. Okay, so I was confused. I was 50-50 in the option A and D. Okay, so I mark option D is correct. Okay, and feed fig. Actually, in the case of सहतूत जो होता है silk, there is I don't know what is the insect. Okay, so in that tree, that is only way to generate silk. So I thought it was correct, but yeah, no, I was incorrect. Option A is, that is fig. Fig is the only tree that can pollinate by an insect. Okay, move forward. Question number 49 says, consider the following: how many of above have poisonous species among them? So firstly, I was a little bit confused. Butterfly, fig, fish, and frog. Okay, there are these three options, right? Earlier, I was confused ki whether option like all only two would be correct or three. Okay, then I thought ki at the last I thought ki yeah I was confused ki whether there is poisonous species in butterfly. So I thought ki that might be right. After a lot of thinking, I thought yeah, we don't know, right? We there is thousands and crores and lakhs of species on the planet, right? Of multiple species of uh, all species, right? So diversity is a lot of diversity, right? In world, right? So yeah, like there can be any species we do not know, right? So yeah, I thought it would be the right, and I was incorrect. So all three that is correct. Okay. Further says, question 50 says, consider the following: how many of about trees are actually native to India? Okay, so cashew, papaya, and red sanders. Okay, so I thought only two would be. I applied. Actually, I was little bit. I was very much sure about the papaya. Okay, it is native to India only. I was not sure about cashew and sanders. I thought among these two, only one with the native to India. Yeah, this is the outside to external tree, or you can say, or red sanders is also a. But I marked only two. That is incorrect. Only one. That is papaya. Papaya is the only, I think, the tree which is native to India among these options. Okay. Yeah. Option. Okay. Move forward. Uh, Question 51 says, consider the following statement. Statement 1 says, there is instability and worsening security situation in the Sahel region. If you have a little bit idea about mapping, so you would have noticed in African like central part, I think, yeah, a little bit, more than like from central to northern part, there is like Sahel region that is known as. Okay. Uh, so that is instability and worsening security situations. Episode 1 says, Episode 2 says, there has been military takeover scopes in the several countries of the Sahel region in recent past. So we have a little bit idea, right? We have, if you have followed a little bit current, then you have known, right? In the Sudan, there is a lot of conflict between paramilitary forces and the military forces, right? And other countries, many countries have military takeovers, right? So yeah, that's absolutely correct. Both statement are correct, and statement two explains statement one. Okay. Further, question 52 says, consider the following statements. Statement first says, India does not import apples from United States of America. Like statement two says, in India, the law prohibits the import of genetically modified food without the approval of competent authority. Okay. So simply it says, first says it does not import, India does not import apples from USA. अगर कोई एक एप्पल भी लेके आ गया वहां से, like okay, so भी then this statement would be incorrect, right? Obviously. So if ये incorrect होगा तो obvious है हम किस पे जाएंगे, हमें दूसरे को पता भी नहीं चाहिए, और this is correct actually. If there is any genetically modified food now, so you can't import without the permission or approval of the competent authority. Okay, that's the correct one. Okay, move forward. Okay. Question number 53 says, with reference to the Speaker of the Lok Sabha, consider the following statements. While any resolution for the removal of the Speaker of the Lok Sabha is under consideration. Okay, correct, Kapucha. Okay. He or she shall not preside. Okay. He or she shall not have right to speak. He or she shall not be entitled to vote on the resolution in first instance. Like this is the correct one. कि have mark also कि वो preside नहीं करेंगे. Okay, they will be present. He has the right to speak and present, and he has the right to give vote in first instance. That is the if he is presided, then he can only exercise casting vote. Okay, in the case of tie, right? That is so only one statement is correct. That I was correct, right? Further says with respect to the Indian Parliament, consider the following statements. First is the correct. They are asking about correct. Okay, a bill pending in the Lok Sabha lapses on its resolution. Okay. Second says is a bill passed by the Lok Sabha and pending the rest of lapses on the resolution of Lok Sabha. A bill in regard to which President of India notified his or her intention to summon the houses to the joint sitting lapses on the resolution of the Lok Sabha. So there is a trick. Okay, there is a lot of I think there are 5 to 6 ways like how whether a bill will be will be lapsed or not. So whenever Lok Sabha passes a bill that gets lapsed, okay, simple. Or whenever there is a entry of president, okay, then that bill will not lapse. Okay, whether he has summoned joint sitting or he has notified or something, whatever he is, if there is the entry of president, then it will not lapse. So it will not lapse. Question like question 3 would be incorrect. Both will be the correct. Lok Sabha and both will be lapsing. Okay. So only statement 1 and 2 would be correct, and I was correct with respect to this. Okay. Move forward. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, 55 says with reference to Parliament of India, consider the following statements. First is prorogation of a house by the President of India does not require the advice of Council Minister. Okay. Question option say, 2 says progression of the house is generally done after the house is urgent signed, but there is no bar on the President of India prorogating the house which is in the session. Similar 3 says resolution is done by the President of India who has saved in exceptional circumstances does so on the advice of the council ministers. So simply if you have read Article 74 says and 74 or 75 says the President of will act in an aid and advice of Council of Ministers headed by Prime Minister. Okay, so this is completely incorrect. For the prorogation, okay, maybe deduration during deduration he or she may not need the if they have lost the council minister has lost the maturity. But in this case, progression, okay, president needs the advice of council minister headed by prime minister. So it's incorrect. As soon as one gets incorrect, two options get eliminated. Only we have 2 and 3, right? So further, progression of house is generally done after the house is adjourned signed. Okay, but there is no bar here. Actually, no. What the problem was up to president forgetting the house this is in the session. Okay. So what I was thinking, like I had the idea. Ki, this I was having idea progression after the adjourned signed. Okay. इसके बाद क्या जाता है हाउस को प्रोग्रेट किया जाता है. But whenever there is a word because, so, which, right? These are the conjugative words. So no bar, right? So I thought, yeah, like UPSC is not playing. I had knowledge that I have written. I was having knowledge, but tricks followed that made me statement wrong. Okay, so that's not correct. Actually, President has actually right. President has there is no bar on the president. Okay, so that's true actually, right? Okay. Uh, Actually, one thing you need to remember whenever the UPSC talks about any authority, especially the constitutional authority, they will never ever try to they try to less empower other authorities. Okay, they will respect. So बार तो प्रेसिडेंट पे कोई बार नहीं होगा. ठीक है, ये सिंपल आप याद रखिए. Statement 3 says dissolution of the when as soon as statement 2 incorrect. Obviously, statement only sorry. Statement 3 is incorrect, so only 3. Let's study. Okay, to correct तो obviously यही पीछे बचेगा ना, फिर तो ये तो इनकरेक्ट हो जाएगा, तो obviously ये सही हो जाएगा. Declaration of the laws done by the President of India, which we say in the exceptional circumstances does on the advice of President of Council of Ministers. तो yeah, it's true actually. Dissolution करते हैं वो, अगर मेजोरिटी नहीं है then it's the discretion of the president. Okay, otherwise he has to seek advice from the council ministers. Okay, simple as that. Question number 50 says the following statements. Statement 1 says the European Parliament approved a net zero industry act recently. Okay, statement 2 says European Union intends to achieve carbon neutrality by 2024 2040 and therefore aims to develop all its own clean technology by that time. All of its own clean technology. देखो कितना एक्सट्रीम है ना, अगर कुछ भी छोटी सी चीज बच गई, इतना एम कोई लगता थोड़ी है. As simple as that. So statement 2 is incorrect, and first obviously is, they have passed actually net zero industry act. Okay, but that is not correct. Statement 2 is incorrect. Okay, as soon as it gets incorrect, we reach to the right statement. Okay, correct statement. Okay, so yeah. Further, question number 57 says following statement. Statement 1 says recently Venezuela has achieved a rapid recovery from its economic crisis and succeeded in preventing its people from fleeing, immigrating to other countries. Okay, that's incorrect actually. Not rapid. Yeah, there is a recovery. Okay. Venezuela has world's largest oil reserve. If you have idea, so Venezuela has not good relations with the USA, same as Iran, right? So yeah, that's the truth. Venezuela has a lot of oil reserves, right? Basically the largest one. Okay, so incorrect would be the first one, and second would be the correct. Okay, yeah, we reached the right option, right? Further, okay, uh, uh, question number 58 says with reference to Digital India Land Record Monetization Program, consider the following statements. Okay, statement 1 says to implement the scheme, the central government provides 100% funding. Okay, 100% funding. Okay, got it. Under this scheme, cadastral maps are digitized. Okay, an initiative that has undertaken the translated records of rights from local language to any of the language recognizable constitution of the India. Okay, so what I have marked here, I marked this only two. One and like 2 and 3 is correct because here actually I have written 1 minute. Let me show you. I have written land is a state subject, right? So at least not 100% funding from this like the center is needed, right? So, like state also can contribute a little bit, right? So I thought that is the scheme, but actually the incorrect. The correct is there is 100% funding from the central government itself. Okay, the option would be the D, correct? All 1 to 3, right? Okay, so yeah. Question number 59 is with reference to Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matratva Abhiyan. Okay. Consider the following statements. The scheme first says the scheme guarantees a minimum package of antenatal care services to women in the second and third. This is you have to. This is the cage. Trimesters of the pregnancy and 6 months post delivery health care service in any government facility. Okay. Statement 2 says under the scheme, private sector healthcare providers of certain specialties can volunteer to provide services at any nearby government health facilities. Okay, simple as that. कि अब देखो, if you have a little bit idea कि India is having a lot of exponential population growth. So why the government of India will promote further population growth, right? They will strive toward take measures towards population control. So why India would promote three children per couple, right? No, it's not the case. rather if there is third child, okay, so there will be lesser benefit, maternity benefits, okay. Okay, so this is incorrect completely. And can volunteer, obviously private sector can also can volunteer. Okay, so statement would be D would be the correct, and I marked also. Okay, correct has been. Further, question number 66, which refers to Pradhan Mantri Sarm Yogi Mandhan Yojana. Consider the following statement. The entry age group for enrollment in schemes is 21 to 40 years. Okay, that is incorrect by the way. Not for it's like 18, I think. From 18 it starts. Okay, age specific contributions shall be made by the beneficiary. Okay, I mark is correct. Okay, each subscriber under the scheme shall receive a minimum pension of rupees 3,000 per month after attending the age of 60 years. Okay, so I was a little bit each subscriber. Suppose someone has joined very late, right? Suppose like if there is age criteria, the last age criteria, okay, the maximum age criteria, suppose it is 50, right? So if I have joined at age of 49, okay, so I will also be entitled to the same amount of rupees, if with respect to the person who has joined at the age of 18, right? So there will be a lot of discrimination, right, with respect to monetary benefits, right? So I thought it would then correct, right? So yeah, option 4 is family pension applicable to the spouse and unmarried daughters. So what I thought, कि unmarried daughters को कैसे apply हुआ, right? So I correct is made is incorrect. Okay, at the last I marked only 2 is correct. Okay, age specific contribution will be made by the beneficiary, but the correct answer is 2 and 3. Okay, key age specific contribution shall be made by the beneficiary plus age subscribed under the scheme shall receive minimum pension of rupees 30,000 per month after attaining the age of 60 years. Okay, so I was a little bit confused when I marked the like incorrect option is correct. Okay, move forward without wasting any time. Uh, Consider the following statement regarding Nari Shakti Vandan Abhiyan. Okay, recently there was it was passed all being alright. First is provisions will come into effect from 18th Lok Sabha. Okay, there will be this will be in the force for 15 years after becoming an act. Okay, there are provisions for reservation of seat for scheduled caste women within quota reserved for scheduled caste. Okay, so I was sure this is the correct one. Third, I was a little bit confused. I don't know. Like I knew that this the current Lok Sabha is 18th Lok Sabha, right? I didn't know. I don't know right now how I has the knowledge, but I made out that made me incorrect. I thought 15 years. Like actually, I had knowledge. I don't know how I made this blender. Okay, so try to skip this blender even after having knowledge. And this is the basic. One of the easiest question you will have ever, like with respect to current affairs. And there was a lot of news with respect to the you know even in the notes I have mentioned this topic. Okay, I will share soon my notes as well with respect to the current affair topics. uh, at least 3 to 4 questions, direct question will be asked from there. Okay, so yeah, but still I have made this blender, so that can't be forgotten, that can't be forgiven. Okay, so I made a blender and I have to pay the price. I have to sit for next year, right? Okay, yeah, so the correct answer is 2 and 3 only. Okay, this. Okay, yeah. So which of the following statements about exercise Mita Shakti are correct? Okay, there was joint military exercise between Bangladesh and Bangladesh. Okay, it's commenced on the Pune joint response during counter-terrorism operations was the goal of operation. Indian Air Force was the part of that exercise. So what I did actually, as soon as I, this is very basic. Indian Bangladesh. It could be India Nepal. It could be India Bhutan. Not Bhutan. India Nepal. Indian Sri Lanka. Any whichever country, right? Even the America or whatever country. So I thought it would be incorrect. So as soon as I made statement one is incorrect, I it is the right option. That is 2 and 3. All these 3 options are correct, by the way. Okay. This is one of the most easiest question. Direct question from polity. Okay. Right. So this is from the fundamental rights. Writ jurisdiction of the Supreme Court and High Court. Okay. The writ of prohibition is in the order issued by the Supreme Court or the High Courts too. Okay. Prohibition. Okay. ये बहुत easy है. Particular action is able to pass a prohibition. This is completely incorrect. Couldn't practice from flowing in court. Actually lower court के लिए होता है ये. ठीक है. So this is the right question. There is no doubt about it. Move forward. Question number 64 says the following statements. First says it is the governor of the state who recognizes and declares any community of the state as scheduled tribe. Actually, the scheduled tribe and scheduled castes are the theme of the UPSC. Okay, you need to keep this thing in the mind. Okay. The community declared scheduled tribes in this need not to be so in another state. It's very common, It's very very logical. It's a common sense, right? ये तो है ही. अब यहाँ पे आपको देखो पता होगा थोड़ा बहुत कि गवर्नर यहाँ पे नहीं होता है. Actually, when governor might send the report to the president, ultimate president has the authority to declare any area as scheduled tribe. Okay. So first is incorrect and second obvious is correct. Okay. So I made the it was my correct. Okay. I made the correct answer. Okay. Further, question number 65 says this is union budget following statement. Union financed on the behalf of Prime Minister lays the union finance statement before both houses. On the behalf of no, not behalf. Actually, it's कोई behalf नहीं. खुद ही करता है. At the union level, there is no demand of grant can be made except on the recommendation of the president. That's the truth actually. This is the correct one. Okay. Only him to be the correct. Okay. I was completely sure about it. Okay. So I thank you so much. We will meet in the next video. Thank you so much for your time. Take care. Bye bye.